So here's one thing that I've learned the last month or so that I will be fixing going forward. We knew this, but we had deviated from it just a little bit, and it costed us some money. So we acquired a multifamily property last year, and that multifamily property came with a lot of inherited tenants. Some came with some back dues. They didn't have their rent payments done all of it. So we inherited them, and we were supposed to collect them after the tax season. Well, tax season came and gone, and these tenants never really were able to catch up with their rent payments. This is the mistake that I did, and I should warn you, this is not no legal advice. I'm not your attorney, I'm not your accountant, I'm not your tax professional, but just giving you some general information about what happened with this and how we handled it, how I think we should have handled. So a couple of tenants were behind on their dues, and they had not paid their dues for at least a few months, but they were planning on paying that after the tax season. And one of them actually came through, he paid everything. One of them did not. She just raised their hand, says, I don't have the money, do what you gotta do. And now you're running around talking to the court clerk, figuring out what's the best way to get her out and get your money back, which we did not. What I've learned is, if you have a situation where a tenant is behind on any type of payments, then instead of trying to work out a payment plan with them and giving them too much leeway, you want to actually start the process of issuing the notice of defaults. Same thing goes for notice of to vacate the property. You want to have those things sent out already on time. And when we realized this tenant was not going to pay her dues, we sent her a certified mail. This is what we did last month, March, around 28th. Actually, no, 28th. I have the receipt right here. We did that. I did that on 23rd of March. So we issued her a notice of default and notice to vacate on 23rd of March through email, but we also sent her a certified mail. That certified mail, however, is still stuck at DFW somewhere. She has not received it yet. But I made the decision to go drive to that tenant and deliver that letter in person and took a picture of it. That was the only thing that tenant took seriously and decided to pack up. Otherwise, she was just there chillaxing, not working, living there. We were paying for the utilities, we were paying for water, trash. I think electricity is not what we don't pay for. But if we had not issued her the correct notice on time, she would have not moved. The key learning here is you should always issue the notices. Always issue the notices. Because if you go to the court and file for eviction, the court is also going to take a month, sometimes more, just to give a court date for the tenant to show up. They will have that much time more to stay in your property for free and not pay anything, and some tenants do that. And so if you ever find yourself in a situation where a tenant is constantly behind and not able to catch up, whether or not you're going to evict them is a different problem. But you should, or I should, at least get started with the process of eviction and issue correct notices on correct time by correct method given to us by the state residential leasing laws, right? Don't do anything that is not within your rights. Don't cut off the utilities. Don't do anything that's going to trigger anything. If you actually follow the law, because tenants knows what their rights, and anything you do wrong, they will definitely use against you. But if you follow the process, it's like they're checking the boxes to what your landlord is doing. She already told us, oh, this is not my first rodeo, so do what you got to do. And she literally meant that. And if I would have not gone there and issued that notice in person, she would have not moved out. Today would be her almost 4 months living in the property for free. And we stopped that when we decided to take the drive all the way to the tenant's house and deliver that letter when we knew this USPS certified mail was not going to make it over there on time. Hope that helps.